Hello everybody, this beautiful gardening community. I figured today I'd talk about a native fern to the state of where I live in, which is the state of Indiana. Of course, these species of ferns I talk about could be native also elsewhere and could be in other areas rather than Indiana. Or they could be endangered, which is why we don't see them quite often here, only in gardens. So this particular species of fern I am talking about, I have grown from root. Some of these native species, believe it or not, you could actually get roots of them because they are cultivated, and you could get them at your local Walmart, as crude as that sounds. But this is a native that I've grown from a root. This is the ostrich fern. Beautiful species of fern. It's one of the ferns I have managed to grow from a root. They do spread. Of course, most of your ferns are a prehistoric species of ferns that have lived ever since the Jurassic era. This is one of them. That's why we still have them today, because when the asteroid hit, we had a cold spell on Earth, and they just managed to survive it. Ferns are a little bit more resistant than what people give them credit for, depending on the species. This species is very resilient. Honestly, to me, they look better in a pot than they do in the ground because they spread so much. But they're native. So the great thing about native species of plants is when it comes to natives like these guys here, they don't really need much fertilization, which is awesome if you don't want to have to worry about coming out here watering constantly and fertilizing constantly. Or say if you're not good with ferns in general, like, macho ferns, like that guy over there, a Boston ferns, you just can't keep them indoors. Honestly, I would just recommend growing a fern outdoors, because your native species of ferns are going to be way more easier to care for. You don't have to mist them. The humidity that is outside is just good enough for them to continue to thrive for you. And this guy, if you're looking for something now just take over in a forested area to bring back more a native look to your area, you definitely want the ostrich fern, as they do spread fast. And how they spread is they spread from a little rhizome, or they get these little spores, which is not on the leaves yet, and they spread by the wind. And so this today will definitely be going out to somebody who is wanting to restore their forest habitat, which I thank them on that. Now, your ferns, I have seen them growing in direct sun. Not the Christmas fern, which is my personal favorite, because it looks like a wild species of Boston fern, or the cinnamon fern, but I have seen the ostrich fern take quite a bit of sunlight. But I really see them struggle, though, because naturally where they grow in a habitat where it is mainly shaded. That's where I have this guy at, and he honestly seems to enjoy it. I do water them once every week. They really don't need that much water, believe it or not, especially if put in the ground. This guy, I haven't watered him for 2 weeks. I'm going to water him today before I give him to the person that I'm giving him to. And this guy seems to be quite all right, to be honest. I got 2 of them that she is wanting. I'll go over here. Here is the other one. Of course, this one's a little bit more stumpier because he is in a smaller pot. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of kept them in a smaller pot because I'm scared that they're just gonna spread out and bust open the pot, so I keep them in like these tremendous plastic pots. But yeah, the cinnamon fern doesn't need much fertilization. Actually, when you get them started, you can fertilize them, but then slowly, sorry, loud truck, but then there is a lot of loud engines today. I am so sorry, guys. But anyways, as I was saying, it's once you get into the ground and they get established, and you could slowly take that watering and fertilization away, and they'll just do wonderfully for you. They could definitely take the natural fertilization that comes in by just the soil alone, by the earthworms and all that. So once you slowly take that fertilization away, they are established and they are good to go, and they are ready to go out there and survive in the wild. Now, before you do plant ferns, like the cinnamon fern, Christmas fern, which got cut down, surprisingly, is coming back up, or, well, that's not cinnamon fern, Christmas fern. Or if you plant a cinnamon fern or any fern, make sure it is native to your habitat. If you decide to plant it in the wild, or say you live out in the country, you got a forest little area, and you want to bring back the natural plants that was naturally there before you was even there, then you might want to check with DNR, or really go into plant groups that support native plants like these, and make sure that they are native or were native before you put them in the ground. And there's my little friendly little spider right there that keeps all the bad insects away. Otherwise than that, that's all I got for you guys. A very easy fern to take care of. Easiest ones I've grown in pots. You could keep them in pots all year round if you wanted to. And I feel like they do perfectly fine. They're a cold hardy fern. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of these native ferns. And you know, even if you're doing a tropical like garden like I am or something, plant something native. Even if it looks not tropical, plant something that's native. It really helps the environment. I've implemented Christmas ferns in my garden because they are a native fern. So you really want to help out your local wildlife and just the forest in general. Plant some ferns. Ferns are just as important as trees. They're one of NASA's top air cleaners, air purifiers, and if you really want to restore a forest, plant some native ferns. That's all I got to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope, honestly, I've... Chew. I said chew, spider. Chew. God, I just cannot get that spider. Okay, I got him, though. But, yeah, I would definitely recommend planting some natives. That's all I got for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope this inspires you to plant some natives somewhere in your garden. I mean, ferns look definitely tropical. Plant some fern. It's coming right back. Wow, he is relentless. I'm gonna have to fight with him later. But anyways, yeah, definitely plant some natives somewhere. The more natives you plant, the better off the environment is. That's really all I got to say to you. That's really all I got to say to you guys for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy these native ferns that I think are beautiful. I think all these native ferns that grow naturally in Indiana are absolutely beautiful and definitely give a tropical vibe. And I hope this inspires you to do so. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something today. And remember, everything is intertwined. Everything is intertwined. To plant, to animal, to predator, to even us. You take one thing out of nature, everything isn't the same, which is why my friend is buying these to plant into the ground and to restore her habitat. Otherwise than that, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. You guys have an awesome day.